Naomi lived in Bethlehem with her husband and 2 sons until a famine came. Because there was no food, the family moved to Moab. While they were in the new country, Naomi's sons married Moabite women named Orpah and Ruth. Soon, some terrible things happened. First, Naomi's husband died. Then her 2 sons died. Naomi, Ruth, and Orpah were all alone. The 3 women decided to go to Bethlehem. Along the way, Naomi urged her daughters-in-law to go back to their parents. Orpah decided to go to her home, but Ruth stayed with Naomi. Ruth insisted, "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." Ruth and Naomi returned to Bethlehem at harvest time. The women had no way to earn money for food, so Ruth asked permission to gather grain that was left in the fields by the harvesters. When Naomi agreed, Ruth went to a field belonging to a man named Boaz, one of Naomi's relatives. Each day she worked in Boaz's field. Boaz noticed how hard Ruth was working in the field. "Whose young woman is that?" he asked. His helper told him how Ruth stayed with Naomi and took care of her by gathering grain in the field. Boaz was kind to Ruth. He told his workers to leave extra grain for her to gather. He urged her not to visit any other fields but his. Boaz told Ruth, "I have heard what you have done for your mother-in-law. May God reward you for what you have done." Naomi was proud of Ruth. Ruth was kind to Naomi and took care of her. Naomi's friends told Naomi, "Ruth is better to you than 7 sons." In time, Boaz and Ruth were married, and they had a son named Obed. Obed grew up and was the father of Jesse and the grandfather of King David. Obed was also an ancestor of Jesus.
And now for a report from a very, very, very gifted student at Mooseberry Academy.
My speech today is about family, specifically siblings, or whatever. Having a brother or a sister can be very rewarding. It can be nice having someone that knows you better than anyone else. Unfortunately, that's not the case with me and my brother. He's a pain.
Wait, are you talking about me?
You're like my only brother, so yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, siblings should get along. They should, look out for each other. They should ask before they use your expensive multi-fiber blouse as a mop.
I was mopping up your mess!
Excuse me, I'm the one doing a speech, not you. It was his mess. I don't drink pickle juice with chocolate sauce mixed in. Gross! And I only knocked it off the counter because he put his glass on my plate.
See? You knocked it off the counter, not me.
Ugh. Anyways, as I was saying, having a sibling can be very rewarding. I wouldn't know personally, but that's what I've heard. As a matter of fact, being a sibling could be a gift from God. If your brother could only understand that God's plan is for families to live together and get along.
I was just trying to be a good brother.
By destroying my blouse? When you clean up your gross concoctions with my expensive top, it's clear you don't care about getting along. And I know, no family is perfect, no matter what they may look like on the outside. But some of us are just a little more perfect than others. In conclusion, I wish my annoying, thoughtless brother would realize that if he treated me better, he would actually be honoring God. Thank you.
You know you're being pretty nasty to him too, right?
It was my favorite blouse. I know that living in families is part of God's plan, so I will try to get along with my brother. Ugh! The end.
Victor and Ludmilla Moraes had a very comfortable life in their home country of Brazil. Ludmilla was a lawyer and Victor was a pastor in their local church. Things would soon change when Victor took a trip to Massachusetts to visit friends in the United States of America. While there, he realized that there were many Brazilians in the state who needed to hear the gospel. They needed a church. That's when Victor realized God was asking him to move to Massachusetts with his family. It wasn't an easy transition. Victor did not speak English when he arrived in Boston. He needed to find work. Still, Victor would not give up. When he finally found a job, Victor met his first Brazilian friends. He started a Bible study with them. That Bible study grew, so the Moraes started a church. Victor's ministry is based on meeting other Brazilians who need to know the gospel. Then, he invites them to church. The Moraes have met a lot of new friends, and the church has grown. Through this experience, the Moraes have learned that God will provide all that is needed to do His work.